Hello, Internet. I'm me, and this is Kamen Rider Wizard, episode I think 22. Now you're probably wondering, dude, why the shirt off? Well, it's because when I did my Tokumen Sentai Go Busters, I was actually up till like about 3 in the morning doing that because my sources do subbing very slowly, and it's like 9 in the morning, so I haven't even gotten to eat my Fruity Pebbles, so I haven't actually gotten dressed yet. Anywho, this is Kamen Rider Wizard, episode 22. This episode, we actually follow what happens after the Phoenix Phantom, well, pretty much, kind of, sort of burns the police officer. She doesn't burn the police officer because she doesn't really have burns on her, but he does hurt her, almost killing her. But the gremlin, or what it's called, Sora? I want to call him the Gremlin Phantom because that's what he is, but his name is Sora for now. Who's he's just this. I don't know what to call him, Bishi or just really girly. Either one. But he's playful. He's has his own agenda and actually keeps the police officer alive, telling the Phoenix Phantom that they can use her for bait for the since he wants to go fight Kamen Rider Wizard. So Kamen Rider Wizard actually doesn't know that the police officer has gone missing. He just thought she was off doing something because she has a life. So while they're off doing that, I think they break the dragon timer. I think the assistant kind of like is playing with it and takes the dragon crystal that's on the top and breaks it off, so they have to fix it. Kind of a good excuse to get rid of the dragon timer for the next battle. While they go out to go get groceries, though, Kamen Rider Beast is on top of a building, eating food, and Haruto and the assistant go up there to eat with him. And as they talk, well, you figure out that the reason he's up there is because he saved a man from getting hit by a car, and the guy was so generous to him that he let him stay on the roof of the building. And I'm like, the guy, and he says like the guy owns some buildings, so he let him stay on the roof. I'm like, if the guy owns some buildings, wouldn't he give you a room? That would, I think that would be more beneficial and a bit more of a show of gratitude for saving the guy's life. But whatever. But yeah, they pretty much leave Kamen Rider Beast up there because Kamen Rider Beast is like, dude, I need some food, like some phantoms. So like, if you see some phantoms, yeah, just come back to me and tell me about it. So Haruto's like, yeah, okay, we're out. In a very weird way, like the edits are like it keeps popping and it like jump cuts to different sections of like the scene. So like I'm like, oh, okay, we're that was a bit weird, but it does kind of sort of drive the story forward because the assistant runs out of groceries because well, Kamen Rider Beast ate them all, and as the assistant volunteers to go back to the grocery store and get more groceries, Haruto is going someplace else. while while the assistant is out going to get groceries, the Gremlin Phantom comes up and gives him a covered a badge that's covered in a hanky, really. While Haruto goes over to the donut shop. He's going to the donut truck, I'm sorry. And meanwhile, the Phoenix Phantom, I'm sorry, no, Medusa Phantom is speaking to the Wise Man, and the Wise Man tells the Medusa Phantom, just take care of Phantom. Just take care of Phoenix. He's not obeying orders. He's going on his own. He's doing his own thing. You know what? Cut him loose. And so the Medusa Phantom goes over to the Phoenix Phantom and fights him. Even though there's like a part where the Gremlin Phantom or Sora pretty much just goes up to the Phoenix Phantom going, dude, I'm helping you because I don't like the Wise Man either, or I don't like his ways. We need to change his ways. And so it's like he's like, oh, okay, but I'm not really gonna, let you manipulate me completely. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, dude. I'm out of here. And he leaves, and Medusa comes in. They fight, and Medusa finally does what Medusa kind of does and turns the Phoenix Phantom into stone. But the Phoenix Phantom has become so powerful that he can even negate this amazing ability. And pretty much doesn't even hurt her after that. Just kind of goes, yo, tell the wise man, fuck you. For innocence, he pretty much just says, tell him I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do. So, whatever. So, at this time, the officer is slowly starting to wake up while the assistant runs back to Haruto quickly as possible with the badge in hand. It's the badge wrapped in a hanky. Anyway, Haruto opens up the hanky and actually looks at it. It's not only her badge, which I keep thinking wanting to say her name is Rinko, but I'm not 100% sure. That's why I just call her the officer. But anyway, opens up the badge and it's bloodied. The only problem I kind of have with this is the fact that the Phantom clearly attacks her with fire, and the last time I saw fire attack somebody, I don't think you bleed much. I'm pretty sure you'll get burned, yeah, but blood doesn't come out too much. But again, you can argue that it was the force of the fire blast that hurt her and knocked her up against something and she started bleeding. But whatever. So Haruto's going off to go search for the officer as fast as he can, and the Gremlin Phantom's radio is like, "Ooh, I love watching people panic," and so pretty much comes up to Haruto going, "Yo, what's up?" Actually, he does kind of have this cool thing about him, like where he just keeps coming up to people going, "Hello." He's like that turtle from that one weird YouTube video. But anyway, he comes up to Haruto and tells him pretty much everything that happens, and Haruto immediately picks up that he's a phantom. But he says something like, "Don't generalize," so making me think, huh, is he a phantom or is he something else? Like a different variation of phantom. That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, so he pretty much says, "Yo, if you're looking for the officer, kind of look over there in that warehouse, abandoned warehouse, like way at the edge of town. Just go all the way over there." And so, the Phoenix Phantom is like, "Yeah, dude, I'm kick ass and I do what I want." And the Kamen Rider Wizard comes in and they fight. And this fight scene actually is pretty good, and it goes on for quite a long time. But it ends with Kamen Rider Wizard pretty much going through most of his dragon forms before killing the Phoenix Phantom again. He actually goes to his Wind Dragon form, in which he kills him with a slashing strike. But as soon as he kills the Phoenix Phantom, only moments later, instead of the two times before with the dragon, with the fire dragon and the water dragon forms, after the Wind Dragon forms, the Phoenix Phantom actually comes back rather quickly, almost immediately, really. Only having seconds for Haruto to actually bask in the victory before the Phoenix Phantom revives himself. Telling Haruto that every time he gets killed and comes back, he comes back even stronger. And so he gets these awesome Phoenix wings and hits Haruto with them, and that's the end of our episode. What do I think about it? I think it's a good solid 9 out of 10 to 8.5 out of 10. The beginning, of course, always is starting out with some comedy bits, except for, I don't know, it's before the theme song is pretty dramatic, about mostly showing how the officer got captured or was about to get killed. But after that, it starts kind of getting delving into comedy, and even to a point, but it's not bad. It's a bit out of place, but not bad. They break the dragon timer, and that's part of the actual comedy. And though I'm like, dude, for a magical item, I don't think it should break that easily. It's an okay excuse to get the dragon timer out of there so that he can't defeat the Phoenix Phantom immediately, so that they can have a second episode to defeat the Phoenix Phantom. which he's going to do with the all-dragon form in the Dragon Rush. Yes, I'm spoiling things. There's also going to be a weapon called the Axe Excalibur. Yeah. But overall, this episode was actually pretty good. It brought up some nice little. I like how it's extending the mythology of the Phantoms. You have some Phantoms who follow the Wise Man, some who don't, who have their own agendas, and then you have what the Phoenix Phantom is and just wants to do what the fuck he wants. It makes it feel. The world feel a little bit more well-rounded and makes you think, oh, there are probably some Phantoms out there who are like just out in the world doing their own thing, like terrorizing people, blowing crap up, uh, like just being general dicks, and not following any form of authority or having their own plans, and probably even having their own wizards to fight. And that'd be kind of cool to see. It gives you this idea that this world is extendable, that it's beyond just Japan and what we see. Though it's not 100% and it doesn't give you a solid answer, is a good thought to have. So far, this episode is actually pretty good, and it ends on a really good cliffhanger. Even going so far to cut to black to only hear us hear Kamen Rider Wizard scream in pain, but never show us what happened to him, so that we can actually come in next episode and see what happens. And we always know we'll win, but at what cost? Anywho, again, this episode is a 9 out of 10, or like an 8.5 out of 10 if you really want to. The fight scenes near the end are pretty cool and pretty well choreographed, but other than that, not too much is special about this episode. But it's not bad, and it actually has its very good points. So, check it out because I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Until next time, y'all, peace.